Guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, thank you very much for clicking on the video and watching. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate everybody that watches the live streams. What we have been doing in the live streams quite recently, since I finished the game in Terminal Initiative on the 1st of June, is been doing little loot runs. I have done some ones where looking for weapons and bits and pieces around the bigger areas, but what I wanted to do was to try and find a little consistent little loot run that would bring you a bit of cash in without too much effort. Now I found 5 places that I like to go to, and I've been coming to them quite regular and coming to them on live stream. I thought I'd put them all together, and rather than just put one video in and say of each place and say this is the place you need to go, what I thought I'd do is I'd back it up with a few little bits of video evidence of each time I've been here, because I haven't just came here once, I've come multiple times to try and find out whether it is consistent. These 5 places are, I would highly recommend them. Some of them need keys, some of them don't. I will list everything at the back of the video. I'm not going to tell you all the route to take, it's entirely up to you, because they're all from one LZ. So I normally get to the LZ and then work out if there's anybody else around, and then I just decide where I'm going to go first and then work it around. And I generally do it in a little bit of a loop and then get back to a cop and then log out. What I have noticed, you can do this run with lower grade ammo. You don't need the expensive ammo, and you don't need loads of stacks to do it. They're all lower tier guys, you don't have much hassle. There are a few of them around, but nothing that you will find too difficult. The first one that we're going to dive into is the satellite station. Now if you come in from Oscar 1, it can be a bit of a ball ache to try and find a decent route up to this place. Now I found a really good place, a really good route, and if you follow it, I'll put it at the map at the end, and you follow, you can walk straight away up and walk straight away back. The way it's actually going to bring you up is just next to the radio mast, and you're going to stay with the radio mast either straight in front of you or slightly to your left, because you're going to come behind the radio mast. And the reason I say that for is because you'll come to a hole in the fence, and then there'll be a red tank next to the radio mast, and that you'll come up behind that if you've worked it correct. I don't always come on the back of it, and it'll block your view from the guy that's sometimes standing at the back of the building. Now there is a key required for this place if you want to go into the gear room, but I've been in, I don't have the key. I wasn't that impressed when I did go in and have a little look, but I am still looking for the key. But what we're coming for is the money and the jewellery, and that's what the video is all about. So we're going to come up to the mast. I'm slightly off with where I want to come up. There's the building. There's the back stairs. There's nobody standing there, but there's a guy to my right. But if you come at the back of here and come under here, you'll come behind this tank, and if there are anybody in here, if there are any AI there, you're pretty much shielded. I always start off with a little building here on my right hand side. You do get random loot later on in the videos. You will see us pick up a credit card and jewellery. The guy in them trees to my left, I'm just going to leave him. I'll get him when I come out, or he'll push me into the building. Now in here is the key spawn of where the key normally spawns for the loot room upstairs for the gear. It spawns on that table. As I say, when I went in, I wasn't that impressed. It had been refreshed, but there was just basic armour and stuff in it. However, every time I come up, I do look on the table and have a little look. So we'll come out of here and take care of these guys. You can get about 5 or 6 guys here. So just be careful. There's plenty of hard cover. And that's the building in front we're going to go. Be careful, just sometimes you get a guy on them staircase at that top window, and you'll get 1 or 2 guys at the front gate. I don't normally go to the front gate. I should normally shoot them from upstairs. But just beware they're there. I have been here multiple times and I found multiple players dead on the top of the stairs, and I believe it's probably because the guys from the front door shoot you with a Mosin straight through the window. So just be careful. Take it slowly upstairs. Sometimes you get a guy up here or in the room to your left. There's the guys at the gate. Take them out. Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's two, but try and take them out before you walk around in here, or they will doom you. Worth checking this table. Definitely this bag. You do get random jewellery in the bag. It's a great place I've found also for trackers. Don't normally pick the pistols up. I do, depending on what the run I'm doing. I'm trying to pick up everything that's just really one slot. This is the room I wanted to be in, and this is the jewellery box. The room to my left is the room that I haven't got the key for, which has got the box in. Now I am going to show clips of each one of these places multiple times to show you in video if the type of stuff I'm picking up, and not just tell you that these are decent places to come to. You'll be able to see for yourself. I ain't even going to total each run up because they're pretty consistent between 10 and 15,000 pound depending on where you go on the run you do. I don't need the schoolroom key, but I'll take the dinner money. It's well worth checking these guys. And in this complex here, you also do have a first aid box. You do also have a gun case lying around next to vehicles. Not going to showcase it all because, to be honest with you, it's you'll find it yourself. It's just standing all out next to the. So when you come out here, head for the red tank again, because it's a ball ache if you go out of this place at the wrong way and you head down the mountain. Head straight down the way you came, slightly to your right, following the path all the way down. So you're going to bear right, ease your way around, and it's a straight run all the way down with no hassle at all. Just going to head to the bend on the map the same way as I came up. Get him. Credit card, good. Take them both. Credit cards, I think it's about 150 quid, but it's worth taking. Modern watches are about 150 quid. If I'm stuck for space, I will drop them. However, we'll take it all, fill the bag. Nothing much in here. Box, see what we've got. Gold watch and a necklace. We'll have them. Guy in this room. Take the credit card. Check the bag. Necklace, love that. Anything that fills a slot and it'll bring a little bit of cash for take. I'm not coming out, I'm shy. I'm going to kill you though. Jewellery box, see what we've got. We'll have the credit card as well, that's on the desk. Gold watch, modern watch. Guys at the gate. Fast on that more than they are. They don't. Checking for his dinner money. Nothing in the bag but it. Check the room. is one of the outhouses. Got a bag. We'll have the sapphire pendant. We'll have the credit card. This is where the room is, where the keys spawn. Tracker. Check the bag. Another tracker. If you get them, stick them on your gun straight away. Especially if you're going up and down the mountain on the side of here. If you go the wrong way, you might need it. We'll have both them. Nice. Now this is the ambush convoy. It's on the way or from the villa. I pass by this way quite regular. Normally it's already been screwed over, but it does have 2 black boxes. Today was a little bit interesting, so I thought I'd put it in the video. Even though it's really aimed for jewellery. It's worth checking the bodies here as well. And we'll take the A1 ammo. Right, at the end of this road, there is a crashed car. There's 2 bodies next to the crashed car and there's a person in the back of the car. It's pretty consistent. I've only got 2 clips to show you. I don't record them all, but I've only got 2 clips to show you pulling stuff out of the car. It is pretty consistent. Definitely worth passing by if you're on this little junction. If you come to do the convoy, you may as well pass this one as well. It's just on the corner. I will have it all in the video and a map at the end. But it's all around Oscar 1. Nothing. Take the watch. Take the purse. I'm running out of space. Another visit. Money. Check the bag. Nice. It's 1,300 quid. Now this place here, I found this place because this is a mission. There's a mission up here, and when I came to it, it had been screwed over. However, there are 2 jewellery boxes inside of this house. One of the doors is a locked door, so I knew there was going to be, it was well worth getting the key for this. On other visits, I've managed to find the key, and I've been here multiple times since finishing the game. I'd highly recommend you coming up here. One of the jewellery boxes you don't even need the key for. The other one's locked inside of the room, which is the best one. I'd probably put this alongside the Villa Louisa on midnight prior to the wipe. It is very lucrative. You get a lot of gear out of this villa. You will see after this one here of me getting it for the first go, I will put multiple videos at the end, short clips, showing you multiple times what I pull out of here. You pull the platinum rings, you pull the luxury watches out, the £6 watches. You name it, everything comes out of this villa. Key's quite hard to get a hold of, but it's definitely worth looking for it. He didn't even know where I was coming from. Just change up position and they haven't got a clue. Now normally what I'll do is you get a guy standing at the gate, but be careful of this left hand side, guy. Be careful of this left hand side because normally you get a guy in that bush. It's definitely worth checking all of the bodies here as well. And there will be somebody at the gate, either 1 or 2 people, so they're not pushing us, so I'm just going to leave them. Oh, there he is there. We'll take him down. Now there's a gym bag here on the next to the table. Definitely check it every single time you come here. Check the table, you get trackers. You get trackers inside as well. It's first room. This is the first jewellery box. Don't need a key for this one. This is where the mission is. Check the fridge. We found a gold necklace. That's the interaction of the mission on that pad. We're going to come upstairs. Then we're going to come to this little room here. A VV room, that's what you need. That's the key. And this is the jewellery box. There, $5.5 grand ring. You pull multiple stuff out of this box. Definitely worth getting the key for this if you can. Been fortunate to find the key. Snake wine's not worth taking. I think not much money for 2 slots. This video isn't in order, but you'll notice that I've got a Delta on. I was running with a rush and I actually ran out of space. So that's why I've changed it, and now I've got the Delta on for more space on these loot runs. You don't pick many decent weapons up, so I still rock. I just bring my other weapon along with us. There is a village that I go to, which you'll see later on in the video, and I do use that for shooting down the street. So check all of these for money, even the ones in the swimming pool. Don't find keys on them, but you do find money. Check the guy outside. Be careful here, because sometimes you do get another guy on the left hand side in the trees. See what today brings with. Check the fridge. Nope. See if it's been screwed over. Yes, it has. See, but we'll check it. Oh, wow. So there's a $5.5 grand ring and a $6 grand watch. At least I believe the platinum rings are a $5.5 grand. They used to be. Don't know if they're still. But we'll have them. And the door was open. Let's try again, see what today brings. Take it all. It's not high tier, but it'll bring in money, and it's only 1 slot. Room's locked. We'll have a little look in. See what today brings. Sweet $6 grand watch. Smartphone. Another watch. Another $6 grand watch and a gold watch. Check the bag, see what's in. Don't know how much the gemstone rings are. I don't think they're expensive, but they're definitely worth taking. I mean, I can pretty much fill this bag, make quite a few grand, and still manage to run out of the place without chugging along with a load of rifles on my back. What I did today just shows you what you get and what you know, some days are great, some days aren't so good. Or some visits, depending on how many visits you're going to do. Pretty consistent though, it's all cash. All money. If you're into PvP, is where you get your cash from. Always check the fridge. Definitely worth checking the box and the duffel bag. You do get cash and jewellery out of them as well. We'll take the pistols. I've got some free slots. I'll drop them if I need to, but they bring in cash. This is a good little village. This is on my way from the villa back to the cop. You do get quite a few guys in this little village. They're all sandals. They're nothing really that you can't handle. As I say, you don't need expensive bullets for this run, but now you can get to this little cottage and turn around and go back the way you came. However, the cop I'm going to is past this, so I'm going to go all the way through, and I normally clear this village and search them every single time I come. There is also a cache stashed up the top, which I'll show you. So we're coming in here. This is the cottage we're interested in, and we're interested in a jewellery box here. And it always drops something. There is also a briefcase, and there's also a metal container like a box. The building also drops necklaces on the bench. It also has trackers lying around as well. Now we're going to clear this. We're going to search these guys and clear it. And just run through and steal their dinner money. Be careful on the right hand side, because there is a restaurant, and sometimes there's one or two guys next to the restaurant, and if you walk past it, they'll dome you as you walk past. So just clear that. This is the restaurant. We're going to have a little smooch here and see if the guys are here. There they are. Probably a few too many bullets, but never mind, got the job done. As I say, I think I've said it a few times on the different videos, is you don't need expensive bullets. You'll see I have 855, and I did come from somewhere else, but I do need to swap the ammo out when I do these runs, because you really don't need it. You can put cheaper ammo in, and then it'll save you a little bit of the cost. However, I think you've noticed that I haven't, on all of these videos, I haven't had much resistance, you know, in each place. So here we're going to go up the buried cache, which is up at the top. It's just next to this village. I haven't got multiple videos showing you of this, but however, I have been a few times, and it's always dropped either necklaces or a gun, so it's in the video. See what happens. I'll put it in the video if it's any good. So 2 necklaces and a CQA1, so we'll take it all and sell it as a complete gun. See what it's in today. Running out of space. See, I've got loaded with 6 grand watches and plenty of money. Found a few keys as well. I always check the briefcase, even though there's not always something in it, but another check. Gold watch, definitely worth coming there for that one. I'll always drop the helmet if I need to. It's only 150 quid, but if I've got space, I'll just take it. Gold necklace, we'll have that. Tracker. Oh, it's a modern watch. We'll take it. Move stuff around. I did me run a little bit differently today. You'll see the bag is empty. This is one of my first stops. I've just done it a different way due to other players being on the map. It's up to you how you do it. Don't see many players here though for some reason, even though it's got a nice little... Put the light on for them though, even though we've screwed the house. Can make a fortune selling sunglasses though. There you go guys, this is just an example of one of the runs that I had done. I don't even know which one it is. I do that many of them, and it's just an example of the type of money. Generally around about 10-15 grand per run, depending on what type of stuff you're pulling out. And this one here, I didn't sell any of the 6 grand watches. I normally keep a hold of them, so they're not included in this. And this will pull us out around about 15 grand. So 15,432. Anyway, it leads on to the map. There we are, all from Oscar 1. I normally land at Oscar 1, and I normally pop up and go to the satellite station, drop down to the convoy, then to the crash car, then I pop up to the villa. I go over to the village. If I can be bothered, I go to the cache. If not, then I just head out at the cop. It's entirely up to you which way that you work it, depending on if there's other players on the map. I have done Oscar 1, went Villa first to try and get the best loot first and then head to the rest of the places. They're all around each other, so it's entirely up to you how you play it. Anyway, I hope it's been helpful. Please leave it in the comments if you're unsure, or maybe if it's helped you, drop it in the comments. If you have any other places around that area you think it's worthwhile for other people to know, please drop it in the comments, or any questions in the Discord, and we'll catch you the next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye bye.